Hi, I'm Dave Celentano, and this is a lesson on the style of Edward Van Halen. This is a free preview lesson of what you get with a full access membership. If you enjoy this preview lesson and want to learn even more, click the yellow button on this page to try full access, which includes thousands of lessons and more about Van Halen. The first part of this mini song begins with a pickup riff, comes in on the end of beat 2 like this. 1, 2. And then I immediately step on the phase 90 phase shifter, and then I'm going to palm mute major triads on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. An E major triad to an A major triad, back to E, and then a B major triad. So that part sounds like this. And then I repeat the same exact 3 shapes 2 frets lower. Now we're going to outline a D major chord to a G major, back to D, and an A major chord. And then following that with a C major triad, F major triad, back to C, and a G major. Then I play an open D string, kick off the phase shifter, play the B bar chord, do the B sus4 pull off, and then up to the B chord at the 7th position. We'll do 2 quick upstrokes. Then the riff that takes us back into the first part of the tune again. But now we're going to play the major triads and add a couple scale notes that neighbor the triads. Like that. So I'm still playing the E major the same way, A major the same, but then I'm adding the B note on the 2nd string 12th fret, and then quickly shift back to the B chord, where I add the G sharp note. Makes, for you theory buffs, it makes the B major chord, it adds the 6th degree, so it temporarily makes it a B6 chord and back to B. And then we're going to repeat all that 2 frets lower, just like we did earlier, but now we're adding in the embellishments or the neighboring scale tones. And then we go back down, setting us up for the next section. And then that last note will be the first note of the next part for you. And there you have the first section of the mini Van Halen tune. Now it's time to rehearse along with me a few times at a slow tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Last note takes us to the first note of the next part. It connects us there. Let's go ahead and practice that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. second part of this mini tune is going to come down dynamically in the volume. So we're going to turn that down from our guitar to about halfway. So coming out of the previous section, we just did this little pull-off riff. Full volume. I'm going to turn my volume down at that point to about halfway, then jump up and play the D chord. And I'm going to pluck the strings using hybrid picking. I'm going to play the A string with my pick, and then the D, G, and B strings I'm going to pluck with my middle ring and pinky fingers at the same time. So I'm going to go from that last C note, then up to the D chord, all together, up to the E chord, let that ring, then I hit the E string twice, and then I do a pull-off E sus4 on the 2nd string 10th fret, and then E sus2 on the 11th fret 3rd string. So it goes, then back to the C again, up to D, and then I'm going to do a nice little slide, bend, and tap lick. Let's check it out. Hold the bend, tap 14, tap 19, pull off, let it down, pull off, grab the 10th fret on the 4th string, that's your C note. I'm not playing a C chord yet, but that implies it. Then I play a C major triad on the 8th fret, back to a D major on the 7th fret, and an E major on the 9th fret. And then as that's ringing, I'm going to tap out harmonics, which are 12 frets higher than the E chord. And then basically that E shape is 7th fret and then 9th fret on the D, G, and B strings. So 12 frets up from each one of those positions would be from the 5th string, it would be the 19th fret, is 12 up from 7. And when we tap the harmonic, it's like tapping, regular tapping, but instead of tapping between the frets, you actually tap right where the string crosses over the fret, right where the intersection is. And as soon as you tap, we need to get our finger off the string. So the frets up here are 19 on the A string, 21 on the D, 21 on the G, 21 on the B. Just kind of experiment with that and play with it until you develop the technique and get that nice bell, that nice chime-like quality that we hear in this style of music. Okay, and then after that, we jump back down to the C chord again, up to the D, and then back down to the B. And at that point, I turn the volume up, hit it twice, and then do the ascending climb, which goes. And that takes us back into the first section with the palm muted triads using the phase shifter. We're going to play that whole section again, and then we'll end it, and I'll show you how to end it in the next little mini lesson. Now it's time to practice this part slowly to nail it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Very cool. Let's try it one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4. And to end this mini song, we're going to take it from the last B chord down at the bottom. And then we do the ascending slides with the hammer-on riff. And then we play an E triad on the 9th fret, let it ring 4 beats, and then one more hit and you're out. So all together, the last part goes. And there you have the parts needed to play the mini song. Now let's play that part slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2. Okay, let's try the ending part one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 3, 4. Let's try it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 3. Here's what the parts sound like played together along with the backing track. Even if you make a mistake, keep going. Quick recovery from a mistake is an important quality to have as a musician. So that concludes this free preview lesson on the style of Edward Van Halen. If you're serious about learning guitar, check out our full access membership. With full access, you get thousands of lessons. Learn to play your favorite songs from artists like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Get access to our step-by-step course for beginners and so much more. Full access is proven to be the easiest and most fun way to learn guitar. Click the yellow button to get everything you need to become a great guitar player.